Hello? Hello? What's up, people? We hit 10K, baby. We have hit 10K. This is not gonna be awkward, dude. Fuck you. So what's good? What's good? What's going on? Doing a live Q&A. People ask me questions, weird questions all the time, so I figure this would be a little easier. I can interact with you people directly, and Lokerman is true. It is garbage, but I have like par editing skills. Not quite subpar, but like a little bit above subpar. What up, Squad 7? How's it going, buddy? Where's my game? I always say funny shut. I like funny shit. I'm not a huge fan of funny shut. Let me share this nonsense around. Uh, yeah, what's good, people? What's going on? What up, Cyrus? Good to see you, buddy. The fucking router has been fucking up a little bit tonight. I don't get it. Thank you, squad. It's pretty crazy, man. What up, Christian? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, uh, Mike, I hit 10K. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just chilling. Yeah, it's a straight amp. What up, Jabron? Good to see you in here, buddy. Better you than some of the other Floridians. Dave is in Florida right now. Question the first. What is something weird you used to do as a kid? I used to pick my nose a lot, and I would put it on the wall. And I had like a booger wall where I slept, and it was just like where my head was. And I got really mad because one day I came home and my mom had cleaned it, and like that was the first time I ever really got mad at my mom. How many games were chucked at Batman? So at Too Many Games, we did a live video game dodgeball with Connor Lindsay, who I'm surprised isn't in here. Yeah, same Lokerman. We threw, I want to say it was 6 or 7 games. Bad Graphics Gamers gave us some games to chuck at them, which is very kind of them. I mean, of course, there were shit titles, but we let the people keep the games. It was weird because the first kid, he was asking all sorts of weird questions at the panel, and like I don't know. He might have just been tired or a little off or something, but he was asking all these weird fucking questions. But it was legit. Connor got hit a couple times, so that was good. Where's my $20? Where's my $20? Why are there 46 people in here? This is crazy. What up, Shamu? What up, J Love? Good to see you in here. What up, 8-Bit Nintendo? Working with Pierre. Jeannie Williams is in the house. Jeannie Williams. That's a coworker of mine. Do you even work anymore? What up, Monty? Good to see you here, buddy. Do I have a crush on anyone? It depends what day of the week is. Like, I don't really have crushes. That ain't really my scene. What up, Reppin? Eraserhead, love it. Happy 10K. Yes, thank you. We hit 10K. It's crazy. Fucking nuts. Thank you, Phil. I see you in here. Pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Waffles are good, but I think pancakes are better. Okay, Jeannie, come on. Let's have a little class, honey. Right, good. I, especially there does happen. the first kid who threw. Let me refresh the chat since I dropped. I'm back. There goes this video. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this internet, dude. This is terrible. And I pay like $70, $60 a month. I don't get it. Why are there 62 people in here? This is nuts. It's great though. I love it. Happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah, my birthday was Monday. Fuck D-Dave. Nah, D-Dave is cool. Google Fiber's not in my area. Favorite N64 games. I would say one of my favorites is WCW NWO Revenge. Yeah, it's Time Warner Cable. They fucking suck. WCW NWO Revenge is fucking awesome. Legit, like I still play that game so much. Body Harvest, of course, Super Mario 64, GoldenEye. You know, people say that there's not a lot. Some people comment on my N64 hidden gems. They're like, oh, you know, there's not enough good N64 games, and I'm like, really? I beg to differ. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Favorite NES game? Depends what day of the week you ask me. I kind of flip flop. It's kind of like if you ask me what my favorite system is. It really depends what day of the week it is. So I would say NES right now would be Double Dragon. If you ask me 5 days from now, it's probably Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It goes between those two. What are my thoughts on Eric Ambrov? That is funny. That's an interesting question. Who is my favorite character on Video Game Sellers and Game Wizard? Definitely not a Kasharsky. I'm not a Kasharsky fan. I would have to say Scott or Jeremy because they're good friends of mine and I've met them in real life and hung out with them. And I shared a bed with Scott. He's a very good sleeper. Unlike D. Name 20 good N64 games, easy peasy. Body Harvest, Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, Kirby, Zelda, WCW NWO Revenge, WWF No Mercy, WCW NWO World Tour, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart 64, Mickey's America or Mickey Speedway, whatever the fuck that was called, Beetlebug Racing, Turok 2, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Shadow Man. I'm just kind of thinking through my collection right now. Star Fox 64. I need one more. Give me one more. Indiana Jones 64. There we go. So, I mean, there we go. Who is my favorite YouTuber? That's a tough question. Oh yeah, Mischief Makers. That's another great game. Favorite YouTuber. I would say, I don't know. That's a tough question. I have favorites, but I don't have a favorite, I don't think. Metal Jesus, pretty much anyone in the Seattle scene is awesome. Pretty much my friends, you know, and people that I don't really know end up becoming my friend just through talking to them. You know, all the, you know, Game Sack, Metal Jesus, Beat 'em Ups, D-Dave, you know, even smaller channels. Arcade Regiment's a great channel. You guys should definitely check him out. Definitely not Lokerman though. What's your advice to smaller channels to achieve a larger sub base? Be your biggest fan. Self-promote yourself all the time. You know, yeah, Blast Corps is another great game. Yeah, you got to be your biggest fan, dude. That's the most important thing because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to really believe in you. Okay, this is moving kind of quick. There's 67 people in here. This is nuts. Where's my N64 glove? I don't have one. Top 5 Game Boy games. Oh, God. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Are we talking just original Game Boy or Game Boy Advance? I guess I need a little more than that. Favorite WWE and WCW superstar. WWE, even though he was only in for a brief time, Sabu. Love Sabu, met him, super cool guy. Yeah, Banjo, Rush, those are all great games. Yeah, definitely Sabu. Of course, Hogan. Love the NWO. There was WCW was fucking amazing. I'm actually watching WCW Nitros on the network right now. Jason's cool too. Favorite sports game? I'm a big 2K fan. NBA 2K. That's really the only sports game I'm really into because I love basketball. Have I ever beaten Castlevania 3 without cheats? Yeah. No, save states. NX, will it have more power? I think it'll have some good power. Okay, what got me into Nintendo Enthusiast? I actually shut up, Jason. I actually got into Nintendo Enthusiast because I was working for a multi-plat site, and they were kind of going under. So I just reached out to various Nintendo sites because that at the time was what I was really into, and I'm still pretty much into it as far as the current gen goes. So they hooked me up. 20th anniversary of the NWO. My uncle sent me a message. Favorite SNES fighting game? Turbo. I would say Turbo. What? Oh gosh. Will the Hornets ever be good? The Hornets weren't bad last year, really. I thought they were really good last year. They just, kind of faltered in the playoffs. Why did I leave Nintendo Enthusiast to build another channel? I didn't. I was actually the last person at Nintendo Enthusiast to have a personal channel. So there we go. Favorite porn star? I didn't know Amber Rain died. I just found out about that last night. I guess she died earlier this year. I was a big fan of her. She's a crazy chick. Best music on the Genesis. Earthworm Jim, or here's a weird one, Sonic Spinball. I adore the Sonic Spinball music. Adore it. Oh, Connor's here. Great. Is that a can of Dad's cream soda? No, this is a Diet Dr. Pepper. That's all I really drink. Favorite mixed drink? Vodka and Sprite for sure. Heavy on the vodka, light on the Sprite. What old IPs should Nintendo return? A lot of them. There's a ton of them. I would love to see Star Tropics. Like, where is Star Tropics? Where is Star Tropics? It's a good question. What metal band deserves a beat 'em up? There's a lot of shitty metal bands. I'm very particular now. Seraphim. You need to look up a band called Seraphim. Seraphim. There's actually 2 bands called Seraphim, but look for the kind of clean cut looking guys. They're actually pretty dope. Why is Connor so mad at life? Because he's an idiot. Yeah, Streets of Rage is awesome. I got that cool Streets of Rage hat. Do I have haters all around you? Yeah. Top 5 favorite video game villains. Bowser, Ganondorf, Liquid Snake, Revolver Ocelot, and Shredder. Sweet Amp, what do I play? I have a Dean right now. I used to have a couple extra guitars, but I got this nice little Dean. Nothing too crazy. I've had it for a couple years. It's actually been a very good guitar to me. No, Pantera is awesome. Emperor's pretty dope too. I listen to a lot of weird music. You're standing on online only based games now versus your original vid. That's an interesting question. I still don't like them. Because I don't know. I just feel that there's not enough longevity with them, in my opinion. I like games like a game like Metal Gear Solid 5. Everyone's shitting on Metal Gear Solid 5, and you're right. It's not a great Metal Gear Solid game, but it's a in my opinion, it's a great game. It's just not a great Metal Gear Solid game, and it has that huge online component. That's really cool. Do I know John Tron? I met him. I fucking met him. No. Favorite Street Fighter game? Alpha 2. Sean is John. Who's better, D or Dave? Dave pissed the bed, so I got to go with D, even though he kept trying to cuddle me. What do I think of retro bit generations from retro bit? The generations, what is that? I actually have something here from 8-bit Tendo that I'm in the process of reviewing, which is the retro receiver, which allows you to use a wireless controller with on the NES. So that's pretty cool. Do I like doing rants? Rants are easy because like a lot of my videos, like I'm not gonna say I don't put a lot of time into them, but like making videos for me is pretty easy because I can just talk off the top of my head. What do I think about EverDrives? I love them. I really want the Game Boy one. Hello, Dingus. What up, Sadie? Do I like sandwiches? Yeah, I like sandwiches. You need to make me some more bread, Jeannie. That bread is on point. What retro games have I gone back to recently? I mean, when it comes to retro games, I don't really revisit unless I get a hankering for it. But that's kind of why I collect, is because I get hankerings a lot. Just for random games, like why does Sega not do new versions of IPs like Streets of Rage or Space Harrier? It's a damn good question. Why do you think PewDiePie? Fuck PewDiePie. Favorite Street Fighter character? Ryu, by far. 10,000 subs. Yeah, Brazil. I remember when you told me I was going to hit 10,000 this summer, and I was like, you're crazy. Have I played the new? I haven't played the new Street Fighter at all. Arcade emulator system. I'm not even familiar with that. Do I have any editing tips? Ask Shadow. Atlas. I'm not naked. I was born sexy. Favorite NES superhero game? That's Batman. Original Batman. Use movie maker and suck games. Oh, Connor, you're so jealous. The subs issue is just weird, man. Like, actually, before I went live, at like I want to say it was like 7 o'clock, I just randomly lost like 15 subs, and I don't know. When does a console become retro? I honestly consider, when I made this channel, I wanted to do just retro, but I've realized that retro is very subjective. So, oh god, it's moving fast. It's very subjective. So, it just depends. It just depends it's whatever you consider. I consider the Wii to be retro now. I mean, fuck, man, that thing's been out forever, for over 10 years. Like, that's retro to me. But, it's all subjective. Top 3 Zelda games: Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and I'll go with the original. No, let me take that back. Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and Link to the Past. I wouldn't ask me for editing tips either. Do you think Working Designs will get to Atlas hype with price and demand? Yeah, Working Designs games are already getting up there. Thank you, Captain Classic. What popular franchises do you loathe? Not a big fan of Uncharted. I think Uncharted is vastly overrated. Mighty Number 9, it's something. How did I meet Gamester? I've never met him in real life. I'm actually meeting him this October. Because I'm with Nintendo Enthusiasts, I started talking about his games that he was working on, and I sent some of the press coverage off to Collector Vision. He saw it, and he just was very nice and appreciative. And we started talking from that. And then when I made this side channel, I asked him, I was like, whenever the channel, gets a little bigger or something, would you mind, possibly considering putting it on your website? And he would just right then and there was like, no, you're on. Like, you're a good dude. I like you. So, yeah, he's been a good friend to me. He's a super legit dude. And I always have that dude's back. What game do I find overrated? Earthbound. Thank you, Jeff. I see you in the comments all the time. What's my stream key? I don't know. Isn't the Dreamcast the last retro console? I mean, retro is all subjective, man. Like, anything could be retro. Eventually everything becomes retro. I want to work. God. Yeah, I had to work with him today. I'm going to see GameStop. Oh yeah, Connor might be there too. Um, what's up, Jeremiah? What up, Nate? God, I saw a question. What was my inspiration to start this channel? Well, I was actually talking to Jason one day, and I told him I wanted to do more retro stuff on Nintendo Enthusiast, and we had like 10K subs at the time, but like those videos got like fucking shit views. For what? For the channel size, like they were struggling to get 1,000 views, and that was really frustrating. So I kind of threw around some ideas with Jason, and he was like, "Yeah, but it's got to be Nintendo related." And I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right, or else it wouldn't make sense." So I just started this, just pretty much so I could talk about old shit, and it ended up going really well. What up, Jeremiah? What do I think about all YouTube drama? It's stupid, man. I don't get involved in that shit. I don't. My thing is this: I stay in my own lane, and if somebody else comes into my lane, then I will, I will say something. But I stay in my own lane, man. I ain't worried about what the next man's doing. I'm worried about what I'm doing. Will they make an N64 clone? Probably soon. Probably soon. Oh God. Thank you for the 10K stuff. Favorite Castlevania game? That's a good question. I would say D Dave likes that. No, I mean D Dave. They didn't. For favorite Castlevania game, Dawn of Sorrow on the DS. Most energy efficient gaming console, retro or new? I have no idea. What's my favorite video I ever made? I like that dumpster dive video I made because I could be really stupid. And it worked really well. D-Dave doesn't jump on the drama bandwagon. I mean, I guess I did with the whole 8-bit Eric situation, but I mean, sometimes you have to talk shit about, situations just to bring light to it. You don't necessarily have to talk shit about, the person, but it's the situation. If you can only own one system with 3 games, what would it be? Wow. NES, Double Dragon, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and Tecmo Bowl. You are drama. Have I played Pokemon Go? Yeah, I've been playing it. I was running around actually outside last night trying to fucking collect Pokemon. What's in my editing PC? It's a piece of shit $600 Acer laptop, and then I have a MacBook that I bought as a backup. This is a funny story. So one night I had this girl come over, and she stayed the night or whatever, and she had to leave at like 5:30 in the morning. And when she left, she kicked over a soda that was near my computer, and I heard her pick it up, but I was still asleep. So I woke up in the morning and I saw that the soda can knocked over, and I was like, oh shit. And there was nothing next to the computer, and I was like, all right, great. And so I picked up the computer, and the whole bottom of it was soaked. And I was like, oh my God, this is fucking fried. I don't have enough money to get a new computer, blah, blah, blah. So my dad actually helped me out and got me a MacBook. As like when I was going to use that as a new computer, I actually edited a couple videos on the MacBook. I'm a terrible video editor. By the way, like, don't ever ask me for tips or anything like that. Like, I'm very basic, but it kind of works for me. But yeah, that was a funny story. So I also have a MacBook that I use sometimes. What would you name the Nintendo NX? I'd call it the NX. I mean, people are resonating with that name. It comes out in less than a year. You might as well stick with it. Yeah, tricking people to go outside. Sean, favorite Zelda game, Ocarina. Oh yeah, let me tell you something, man. The madness is coming at you, and I'm just doing it right now with 82 people in the chat. Dig it! I don't know why there's 82 people in here. Anything new planned for the channel now that you're big balling? Man, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, man. I'm just having fun with it, and all that stuff. I mean, Connor, you're not wrong there, buddy. Thank you. I need stone. Why hasn't my feed cut out? It cut out originally. Oh, Luigi, freak out. Best video game related movie. The Wizard. I love The Wizard so much. Hyperscan. I'll go with the hyperscan. Do I edit all your yeah, I edit all my videos unless Eric helps me once in a while with like graphic overlays and stuff. And when Gamester wanted me to do that video on his channel, I had Eric edit that whole thing because I'm an idiot. Do I play Destiny? No, I've never played Destiny actually. What's my favorite YouTube channel to watch? I can't really pick one, but if I'm subscribed to it, I don't subscribe to channels just to subscribe. Like, I think that's pretty weird. I actually, because I don't have cable anymore, so I watch a lot of YouTube, like YouTube, GameSack, AVGN, Chasers, D-Dave, and pretty much, just people that I'm friends with, because they make good content. JKB, Nintendo enthusiast, all those people. What's my favorite fighting game? Probably Alpha 2, maybe X-Men versus Street Fighter. Depends. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? Street Fighter all day. Mortal Kombat just doesn't it just doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, I talk to Aaron once in a while. He's just a busy dude. He's got he's got like in real life, he's got like a wife and kids and shit. So, I'm a single dude. I have a day job. That's my only ball and chain. Do I have a power glove? Yes, I do. What's my favorite angry video game nerd episode? Akari Warriors or the I don't remember which one it was, but the one with the B-17 bomber. I love that. Favorite shooter? Ikaruga. Favorite mobile game? Remake, Final Fantasy VII, Any Truth to Nintendo NX. Oh gosh, here we go. Yeah. Thank you, Decadentia. I think I said that right. Final Fantasy VII doesn't do anything for me, so I don't care. I don't really like that. Would you ever party up and play some Street Fighter? Yeah, for sure. I need to buy a PS3, honestly. I think I want a PS3 more than I want my PS4 because the PS3 has such a better digital library. I have 2 Virtual Boys. Where did the hair go? Where did the hair go? Rambo Commando. Favorite sport? NBA, for sure. Do I miss classics arcades? Hell yeah, dude. I definitely miss classic arcades. I remember being a kid and going to the arcades and, like when you were doing good at a game, people would gather around you. I mean, there's never going to be anything like that ever again. Do I collect hats? I used to. I don't really collect anymore. Hats. Favorite Re-Res episode? I love every Re-Res episode. I've never watched let me take that back. I don't care for when he has guests on, unless it's like his wife making a cameo or something. I prefer the episodes where it's just him. How much do I love Diet Dr. Pepper? It's all I drink. Will I come to your birthday party if I invite you? Maybe. What's your favorite game of the year so far? That's a good question. I'm going to say Doom with Planet Robobot in a close second. Oh, Orlando or Sandy hoax. I'm a conspiracy person, so we'll keep it at that. My favorite NFL team, Giants. I grew up in the Northeast. Do I listen to metal? Yes, I do. I don't really go to shows anymore. I'm actually, even though it's a band that everyone in the metal world hates and they say, oh, they suck. Frankie from Mimir is actually a buddy of mine. He's a really, I don't know why he gets so much shit. I mean, I get that the music isn't for everyone, but he's a legit dude. Like, he's a super cool dude. Who's the hottest video game girl? Lara Croft. Do I have any guns? No, I don't have any guns. Just like knives. I have knives under my bed just in case someone robs me. Older or newer porn? Both. Favorite Saturn game? Die Hard Arcade. Opinions on 64-bit for life. He sucks, but he's cool. Do I like any punk music? Yeah, I actually do. I used to go to punk shows a lot when I was 16. I was the ghetto white kid at the punk shows. Like, I would have like my silver chain on and like my XXL tall tee on, but like I had a bunch of punk friends. So it was very interesting. Best fast food joint? Taco Bell. Saturn Symphony of the Night. I've never played that. I saw Grimsey just got some of that. Hillary or Bernie? I don't fuck with politics, man. I just doesn't appeal to me. Favorite arcade game to play as a kid? Top Skater. I played a lot of Top Skater because I was big into skateboarding. Would you recommend any video game podcast to listen to? Nintendo Enthusiast has a great podcast every Sunday night. Favorite Dreamcast game? Shenmue. What's the best concert you've ever been to? Never been to a big one. I've only been to small punk shows. Would I collect different color 64s? I don't really collect system variants. System variants just aren't really my thing. Let me rephrase that. Unless there's a reason to have it, like a DS or a DS Lite, I get that. It'd be a Hell in a Cell match. I guess my favorite podcast would be Jason. I don't watch anime, actually. Favorite beer? I'm a cheap fuck. Give me some Coors Light. If you want to spend some money, a little Dos Equis. One game and one system. Whew, that's tough. Dreamcast and Shenmue. Why not? I mean, that's awesome. Describe Bob Evans in one word: majestic. I mean, the CU podcast isn't bad. Pat is Pat. He is what he is. He's whatever. He's decent. There was a little thing with him at too many games, just kind of clearing the air. Do I consider myself cool? Not really. Blink-182 is dope. I used to like them as a kid. Best snack food: beef jerky. How long have I done YouTube? A little over 2.5 years. Would you fuck a pregnant chick to get head from the fetus and wipe it with a Kleenex and make her eat it? That's pretty... You really thought that out. That's pretty dope. Favorite shoot 'em up on the TG? I haven't played enough TurboGrafx to say. There was a Star Soldier on there, wasn't there? If there was, I would say Star Soldier. Later, Mile High. They're a good channel. You should go check them out. Stone Cold or Rock? Whew. WCW, man. I was watching WCW during that time. My favorite rare item in my collection. If I still have it, I would say Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel, and I think I still have it. Fat chicks or skinny chicks? I like them in the middle. Yes, I played the GameCube a decent amount. What up, Gaming Master? I mean, Pat and Ian are Pat and Ian. They are who they are. Do your things. They're successful at what they do. People like them. Awesome. What type of TV do I have? I have a bunch of different TVs. I got Insignias because I'm a cheap ass. I got 2 Insignias, and then I have a Titantron, the Sony Wega for the retro systems. Someone's behind you. That would creep me out because I live by myself. Yeah, I play guitar. Alex Wright or Horace Hogan? Horace Hogan, man. Horace Hogan was legit. But I liked Alex Wright's dancing. Would I sub in for John Jones? Yeah, sure. Why not? Brock Lesnar, for sure. DDP, Hogan. No. Dragon Quest is great, man. I love Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is legit. PS2, original Xbox or GameCube? Whew, that's tough. Original Xbox is the third. I'd go with GameCube. Better exclusives. And there was a lot of games that you could run in 480p. Or was it 480i? I always get those confused. Goldberg or Kevin Nash? Nash, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna do some Saturn stuff, man. I've definitely got some Saturn stuff lined up. Favorite Rareware game? Diddy Kong Racing, I'd say. Do I have any plug-and-play systems? Yes. Oh God. All right, hold on. Going kind of fast here. Shut up, Connor. What game did you play as a kid that sucks to most people? That's a good question. I played a lot of shit. Cool Spot. I loved Cool Spot. I thought it was amazing. There are 98 people in here. This is nuts, man. What's going on, Mr. Hacks? Disco Inferno was great. What classic controller would I like to see return for the NX? The Super Nintendo controller. I thought that was the best. I don't know why people think GameCube is better. Well, I guess an MTV Cribs tour. Yeah, I'm going to do a new game room tour for 10K. Any favorite Japanese wrestlers? I like Japanese wrestlers. Mostly the older school stuff, like Kenta Kobayashi, Misawa, those types of guys. Hot Hall. I play Minecraft. I don't. I actually own it for the Wii U. Nintendo sent it to me as a gift, and I haven't even opened it. Street Fighter over everything. Favorite world history subject? I don't know. Saturn or Dreamcast? Dreamcast. What I think of Rock and Roll Racing, it's a good game. Favorite RPG, Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast. Love that game. Nintendo's not Doom. They'll be all right. Did I have one? Yeah, I did have one in my last video. No, it'll just be me, maybe. What's my YouTube channel? I don't know. Yeah, I would eat a hat if the Nintendo NX controller was that stupid ass thing, and it wasn't. I'll say WW2. I don't know why, but we'll say that. It's Tammy from Tommy's Tomies. I'm a fishy loves you. That's great. Did I watch ECW? Yes, religiously. I still sometimes watch it. I will not be at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I will, however, more than likely be at Retro World Expo in Connecticut just for Saturday. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that so I could finally meet up with John Gamester. And I think stupid Connor might show up. What's my headset? You know, I bought this off Amazon like 3 days ago, and I didn't know it lit up. I don't know anything about it. Have I ever played a Shin Megami Tensei? Yeah, I played Devil Survivor. Yeah, on the DS. Stop with the behind me shit. I probably won't touch on that subject. You know, the whole betting thing. What is my favorite wrestling game? WCW NWO Revenge, just because of the roster. We ever see a large scale RGT collab? I did one last Christmas. It was pretty big. I'm the Retro USB AVS. I'm in talks with them to get a review console, so hopefully that will happen. Will I be at the toilet store? I don't know. Thoughts on Smooth Jazz? That's okay. Any VR concepts you're interested in? I like VR. I don't think VR is necessarily the worst thing in the world. I just don't think I think it's too gimmicky. It's too fatty. And I just don't see it. I just don't see it overtaking the standard controller. That's the whole point. People are acting like it's going to take over the standard controller and it's going to be the new way to play. It will be a new way to play, but it's not going to be the way to play. I don't play any PC games. Do I like the Wii U? I love the Wii U. It's a phenomenal system. I'm a righty. It's in October 17th, I think, is the date. Am I coming to Retro Palooza? Maybe. I don't know. Full or menthol? See, because this Connecticut trip's not going to cost me anything because, all right, this is the kind of person I am. Menthol, by the way. I don't watch anime. What's my favorite controller? 6-button Genesis. Okay, so my cousin, I hope my family's not watching this. My cousin is getting married in October, and my whole family lives in Connecticut. So I was like, shit, there's a con up there around that time. So I looked it up, and I saw it was the 17th, and I was like, great, maybe the wedding is around this time. So I texted her at like midnight. I was like, yo, when's your stupid wedding? And she was like, it's at the end of the month, like the 29th or some shit. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I was like, well, I don't think I'll be able to make it but for the wedding, but I'm going to come see you in October. So now I've got it so where my family is going to, bring me up to Connecticut in October. And then I'm just going to spend a little time with them and then go to this con for the day because I don't care. I drink skim milk. Do girls who smoke put out? Usually, yes. If she smokes, she pokes. Favorite Resident Evil game? It's a good question. I'll say the original. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. What's my favorite portable fighting game? I played a lot of Street Fighter 3DS. I thought that was a really good thing. Grandmother, by far. Grandmother's full-blooded Italian. Code Veronica is amazing. I did play Star Fox Zero. I thought it was a great game. It's really fun. Burning Rangers remake. Definitely a remake, not a sequel. What are some songs I know by heart? I know a lot. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is great. Everyone loves Resident Evil 2. I have a Wii U and do I still have a 360? I don't know if I have a 360. I think I have a 360. Oh, Balrog's game room is sick. Everyone should go wish him well on Twitter. Do I believe in ghosts and UFOs? Yes, I believe in both. Favorite portable game for 3DS or Vita? Right now, Robobot. Taz or Sabu. Sabu all fucking day. I don't have an Android anymore, Jenna. There's been a lot of games. I've actually thrown games across the room. I actually once threw a PS3 in a toilet and pissed on it. Hi, Monkey. Are you content with the current generation of gaming? No, it sucks ass, dude. Best version of Resident Evil 4 Wii version by far. Silent Hill or Resident Evil? Resident Evil. Best Nintendo handheld ever? Game Boy Color. And I'll probably get shit for that, but the Game Boy Color is fucking amazing. Why don't I stream more? I don't know. I probably should with these kind of views. Lewis, good to see you, buddy. Have a good night, man. I'm glad this turned out well as well. What do you think is the best HD remaster? I haven't played enough. Mr. Hacks. Do I buy Blu-rays? I've never bought a Blu-ray. Which Super Mario game had the best music? 3. Do I follow any sports? NBA. Top or bottom? Come to North Carolina. You'll find out. Favorite Wii U game? It's a tough question. Bayonetta 2? I put a lot of time in Bayonetta 2. Do I golf? I don't golf. I actually live like 2 seconds from a golf course, though. Nintendo and Sony, man. That's the way it should be. How did I enjoy too many games? It was fucking amazing. I loved it. Stream more? I probably will. What's the best product you've ever been sent to review? So that's a question I never thought of. Probably a game. Probably something game related. I don't know. I have to think about that. Favorite basketball team? Hornets. NBA Jam or NFL Blitz? Jam. Shut up, Timmy. I'm not ignoring you. You're not asking anything. Where do kids go when they want to have fun? They go to the park. Yeah. Yeah, Splatoon, when it first came out, kind of sucked, I thought. But it got better once they started adding the free content. The Brotherhood of Gaming, man, they're legit. Do I like 1943? Yes, I love 1943. It's a great game. I'm not a fan of that series that I can't pronounce because I never played one. I like Grandia 2. I like the original Final Fantasies. No hockey. No hockey. What's the most pretentious video game I've ever played? Gone Home. I'm a fishy. Favorite game dev, Nintendo. Do I like any shitty games? I like a lot of shitty games. I mean, shitty is so subjective. Like Friday the 13th, people think that game's shitty, but I like it. I like Nightmare on Elm Street too. I'm gonna review that soon as well. Like Nightmare on Elm Street is fucking legit. Do I think Nintendo will send an NXT review? I honestly do because we're very high. Nintendo Enthusiasts is very high on their list of people. What part of North Carolina? About an hour south of Raleigh. Game I'm looking most forward to. Like this year? This year there's not a whole hell of a lot, man. That's a tough Zelda. There we go. When did I start collecting? I've actually gone through a couple different collecting stages. I had to sell most of my collection when I was like 25 because I had moved into a smaller place. I moved in with a couple of homies into a house, and I left my apartment. So I sold a lot of stuff, but I've been building it up pretty much ever since I moved into that apartment. I've been working on building it back up. So 5 years, 6 years of hardcore collecting. I don't smoke weed anymore. I used to when I was younger. Do I know I'm officially loves my channel? Yes. What do I find pleasurable about collecting video games and accessories? I just like it, man. It's a hobby. Like people like to collect certain things, and I like to collect, fucking video games, man. It's just fun. Crazy high price, man. I see crazy high prices all the time. Favorite import game for any system? Kid Dracula on Famicom. Love that game. College degree? Nope, I dropped out after about a year and a half. PS4 name? RGT 85. I like hack and slash games. I do. I think they're fun. Do I like the Wii wheel? No, I never. I thought it was kind of unnecessary. Am I looking forward to the Crash Bandicoot remakes? I'd like to see something from the Crash Bandicoot remakes. Tell you all the things you smoked. Here's a fun one. Business cards. When I was 13, because if the ink was raised on the like, there's business cards with flat ink, and then there's business cards with, this is so bad, with raised ink. And if you smoke the ones with raised ink, like, it would get you fucked up. And I was 13 and I was an idiot. Do I collect anything else other than video games? No, I really don't. Do I collect more than I play? No. If I start getting like too big of a backlog, I play every game I buy. It's just a matter of how much I play it. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 5 hours, it could beat it. But I play every game I buy. So I like to collect games because I like to have them when I get a feeling to play something. Legacy of Darkness, it wasn't all that great. What's the most I spent on one game? Actually, at too many games, $60. I bought Felix. I think we will see a PS5. Yes, I saw where you met D. I met D. I slept with them in a bed. New York is great. Repro carts are cool, man. I got no problem. Here's the thing about repro carts with me. Yeah, you can have some rum. Repro carts are cool as long as they're identified. I need identification that says repro somewhere on it. And, that's cool with me. No, SNES won't go down in price anytime soon. First game I completed. Has to be something from when I was a kid. Something on the NES. Wow, that's tough. Love you too, Marco. Favorite SXX? I like the Wii SXX. I thought it was good. What up, Bear? Most regrettable purchase? I don't really regret any purchases because I'm pretty informed about when I buy stuff. 20 years from now, sure. I would say 20 years you would see some. It's all economy based. Shit's only worth what people are going to pay for it. So if people stop paying for it, eventually, they will. Mr. Hacks, I'll check you out after the stream, buddy. Thank you, Go Hawk. What is my favorite movie? Jurassic Park? Back to the Future? Something like that. Am I jealous of any YouTubers? Nah. I mean, I wouldn't say jealous. I admire some YouTubers. Do you think there'll be a crash in the retro gaming market? Sure, eventually. I don't think it'll be 5 years. I think it'll be longer than that. Favorite GameCube game? Yeah, I got a lot of homebrew. A lot of homebrew gets sent to me, though. Like, all the stuff I review, most of it gets sent to me. I'm very appreciative of that, by the way. What site did I use to make a t-shirt? Spreadshirt, which is through Screenwave. What do I think of the Saturn? Saturn's awesome. The Oyua, I didn't like it. Yeah, I mean, some channels are big. I don't give a shit about channels that don't, like, drama channels and news, like Drama Alert and fucking shit like that. Like, I don't give a shit about those things because they don't mean anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit content, so they can just keep it. What up, Derek? Why do I think Earthbound's overrated? It's not a bad game. It's just not that good. Like, it was very average and, like, it was quirky, but quirky doesn't necessarily mean good. What up, Jenna? You need to change that last name. Every time I see you on Facebook now, I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? And I'm like, oh, it's Jenna. She got married. Lame. Fanboys, fanboys are fanboys. I mean, sometimes like Gone Home fanboys, those games are those dudes are crazy. Wow. Yeah, like Alpha's cool, Review Tech's cool. The thing is, like, people like to talk shit on bigger YouTubers, but why? Like, what are you gaining from that? Like, let them do what they're doing, and you do what you do. Yeah, you can make RG82. Sega Master System, it's going good. I've been getting some cool Master System stuff lately. Nothing too crazy, but I really Double Dragon on that thing is fucking awesome, man. I play that at least twice a week. What do I think about the Vita? I actually don't own one, but I'm in the market for one. Inside, I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, there's some cool 2600 games. I actually have a pretty stout 2600 collection. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but there's a lot of good stuff on there. You just got to be in the mood for that kind of stuff. Favorite race game on the N64? I'd say Diddy Kong, man. I played Diddy Kong so fucking much. No nuts, Connor. How much? Best publisher for games now versus retro third party. I miss fucking Hudson, man. I miss Hudson so much. Yeah, retro's not going anywhere, man. I mean, there's kids that are more into retro than modern stuff. I mean, it'll get smaller, but it'll never shrink to the point of where it's nowhere. Thoughts on No Man's Sky? I still don't know what the fuck the thing is. Like, I don't understand that fucking game. I need to see more on it. Will it be sponsored by Tame? Fuck no. Do I buy any Atari Age games? I haven't. I need to kind of get into that scene a little bit. Cuddle Time, yeah, come through. I know Konami fucking killed them. What is your cutoff for labeling something as retro? Like I said, man, retro is so subjective. Like, the Wii is 10 years old. I mean, that's kind of retro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think of a song from 10 years ago, that's not it's not a new song. It's considered old school or whatever. So thanks, Nate. I'll see you, buddy. Slain, I think that looks pretty cool. Would I rather sleep with Pat or AVGN? AVGN. He's got more subs. Sean Tendo, dude, man, I miss your fucking videos, buddy. Sean Tendo is an awesome channel. You want homebrew and repro stuff? That's the channel to go to. That dude has amazing reviews on that kind of stuff. That's where I learn about a lot of games from him, actually. What dev do I miss that's no longer around? Hudson. Have I played Smurf on ColecoVision? No, but I played Sydney Hunter on the Android, which is like pretty much a replication of Smurf. Do I play Far Cry? Yeah, I played some Far Cry. Classic versus retro. Bringing retro back to classic. What time is it there? It is 9:53. I was only going to do this for an hour, but we can keep it going for a little longer. Game Genie all day. Yeah, Saturn Bomberman's awesome, dude. I would love to get a copy of that, but so pricey. Gamester 81, the video game. I hope he brings some to Retro World Expo because I'll buy one off of him. Congrats on 10K. Thank you, dude. It's amazing. Best Sonic game? Sonic 2. That's my favorite. I don't know if necessarily it's the best, but it's definitely my favorite. Did I ever beat Turbo Tunnel? Hell no. I don't have patience with stuff like that. I did play some Blood Dragon. Any cool Kickstarters that we should be aware of? Yes, the Complete SNES, which is a Super Nintendo book that I'm a part of. We are past the initial goal. We're past a couple stretch goals. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that Double Dragon trilogy review, but the third one I'm going to shit on it because I don't like it. Have you ever played Deus Ex? I love Deus Ex on the Wii U. I remember playing the original on PC when I was a kid or teenager, and the one on Wii U was awesome. What game franchise would I bring back? Bomberman. I miss Bomberman. Yeah, I think he's trying to fix that postage thing. Favorite Saturn game? Die Hard Arcade? Shining Force 3? One of those. Do I know about Pokemon? Yeah. Pokemon's all right. Was there any vagina at too many games? My sure thing didn't show up. I was kind of upset. She got sick. Streets of Rage or Final Fight? Whew. Streets of Rage. Who in the movie business seems most down to earth? I don't know. Jeff Goldblum. If you can make a video game about yourself, who would you pick as the final boss? Grim Reaper. Focusing on collecting for any specific console right now. It's a good question. I kind of do that actually. I kind of jump back and forth between consoles. Right now, I'm not focused on anything in particular. If I would have to pick one, I'd say Dreamcast. I will never battle Clemmers. Can I fix your Neo Geo? And I cannot. Do I like any Saturn Adam Sandler movies? Old ones. Favorite actor? I don't really have one. Christopher Lloyd. I do play guitar. What company or franchise do I wish would go out of business? That's a good question. I don't know. I'll get back to you on it. Ken or Ryu all day. Favorite PS1 game? Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I don't get why Bomberman isn't a thing right now, because Bomberman is the perfect fucking game to put on your digital stuff. Chief! Thank you, Chief. Thanks for coming by, dude. Name 3 games I consider hidden gems on any system. Well, I've done 2 hidden gems videos. So I'll say I'll take 3 from there. I'll do 2 from the videos and 1 that I haven't. So D2 on the Dreamcast, that's an amazing game. Not enough people talk about it. N64 Body Harvest all day. Body Harvest is amazing. And Enemy Zero on the Sega Saturn. Amazing, amazing game. Who's a bigger pimp, Alpha or Metal Jesus? Alpha says he has a big dick. He told us one night he had a big dick, so I guess I'd say Alpha. Mock, how do I make cool vids? I just make, honestly, when I make a video, I think of something I would want to watch, and that's kind of what I do. Thank you, Andy. Mr. Hacks, that was a bad joke, Game On. Mr. Hacks, I don't have an Xbox One. All right, Brotherhood of Gaming. Have a good night. Brony and Fury, not my scene. Favorite Smash character, Lil Mac. NX has a chance, man. NX has a legit chance because a lot of people are feeling kind of burned out. And I mean, really, if they could get third-party support and have, a Zelda and a Metroid lined up. Bad graphics in the house. Bad graphics. Everyone go check out Bad Graphics. I will be on an upcoming episode. I'll be on their Too Many Games episode. I helped do a little haircut for a guy, and it looked fucking terrible. Dude, I love Bob Evans. Bob Evans is amazing. What are 3 games I still want that are not in my collection? It's a good question. Let me think. I need to think faster. Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo. I know I don't own that, but I like that game a lot. And it's not all that expensive. Something Saturn related. Dragon Force on the Saturn for sure. And let's pick something on the Dreamcast. a random fighting game on the Dreamcast because they're all fucking expensive. Brock Lesnar all day. What do I think will happen to Nintendo if NX fails? I don't think it will. E2 Spider. I think they'll be legit with the system, and I think they got something up their sleeve. Honestly, if I could only have one Nintendo system, what would it be? N64. I'd say N64. Stephanie. I used to have a crush on her when I was a kid. What Nintendo game would you show to someone who's never played a Nintendo game? Like new or old? Have I ever played Chrono Trigger? Yes. How do I feel about the Hornets now that Al Jefferson and Jeremy Lin have left? You know, they replaced Jeremy Lin with Ramon Sessions and Marco Bellinelli, and I'm cool with that because statistically speaking, here's the thing about Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin had a great year last year, no question, but he also had a great year with the Knicks. What did he do in the Lakers and Golden State? He did nothing. So, you know, I don't think he's worth big time money. Al Jefferson sucks. I am surprised that he left, but I'm not too against Roy Hibbert because you got to remember people are saying Roy Hibbert's done because of how he's played as of late, but Roy Hibbert is going to be coached by Patrick Ewing. They have that Georgetown connection. Like, I think you're going to see a second coming of Roy Hibbert. What should you do to become like me? Don't worry about me, man. You got to be like yourself. Yes, I think you'll see it in September. Yep, I'm an NC. You too, Andrew. Have a good night, buddy. Pro basketball all day. Opinion on YouTube pranksters? I mean, they're cool, but like the dude who would dress up like a Muslim dude and throw bags and shit, and like he got shot. Like, okay, like of course it's gonna happen. Opinions on Kevin Durant for Golden State? Fuck Kevin Durant. He's a bitch. Godzilla GameCube. Love Godzilla on the GameCube. What up, Skull Bros? Name 3 retro games every kid 18 or under should play. If we're considering the PS2 no, we won't consider PS2. Shenmue, Super Mario 64, and A Link to the Past. Let's see. Keemstar or Lokerman? Oh, God. That's like, yeah, probably Keemstar. Would I buy the N64 or would I buy the 32X? I love the 32X. I got one pretty much full price. Oh, God, my phone is blowing up. Thank you, Mr. G. Yeah, I heard he got shot. Favorite Twisted Metal? 2. Yeah, I would definitely say 2. I love 2. What game do I like at the moment? I really lately I've just been playing that Resident Evil game on Game Boy Color because I really wanted to get like invested in it. I played it both on my Retron and on my Game Boy Advance SP. Yeah, smoking is bad for me. Well, this is the first live chat I've done on this channel. I do one every week on Nintendo Enthusiast, but on this channel, yeah. Well, no, that's not true. I did one with Gilly and Rerez when the channel first started out because I wanted to gain some easy subs. Skull Bros, what up, man? Where would I like to travel to? Man, honestly, I've been everywhere I want to go, man. I love the East Coast. I'm an East Coast guy till I die, and I've been to every place on the East Coast. So, Sweet Tooth. How do I feel about Metal Gear Solid? I used to be a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. Once they came out with like Acid and all the spin-off games, I kind of soured on the series. Like I used to have like legit like 3,500 to $4,000 worth of Metal Gear shit, like collectible shit. You know, but I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is fine. Like it's not a great game. It's not a great Metal Gear game, but it's a solid game in its own right. Biggie all day. Oh, Aaron's rap battle was atrocious. What's my favorite kind of video to make? Something that's gonna get views. I don't know. I like making all videos. Like making videos for me is fun. It's never really like hard. Um, Favorite 32X game, Virtua Fighter by far. I love that fucking game. Favorite cereal, I kind of switched it up a lot. Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those are always two standard. I mean, Tupac is great. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't Biggie, dude. I would put Big L before Biggie. Game that pissed me off as a kid. Okay. Big fighter pilot 20 died. So here's the story with this. Christmas one year, I had this uncle who I didn't really see much. He buys me Mortal Kombat on the Genesis. I'm like, fuck yeah. I got Mortal Kombat, bitches. And then my mom was like, no, you can't have this. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, no, you can't have this. You can't have this. So she makes me go back to KB Toys, return Mortal Kombat, and I bought MiG Fighter Pilot 29 and a flight stick. Never have playing one of these fucking games before. And oh my God, I couldn't even get the plane off the ground, man. I was so pissed off. Star Wars. I'm not really big on Star Trek. I'm not really big on either of them, but if I had to pick, I'd say Star Wars. Thoughts on the Fujis? Fujis ain't bad, but I mean, they're not great like you fucking make them out to be. Diet Dr. Pepper all day. It's all I drink. 2-liter at work, and then like 12 of these when I get home. Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube. But out of those two, I'd say Dreamcast. Do I think Diddy Kong Racing is a better? Yes, by far. Thank you, Mr. Hacks. I'll check you out after the stream, buddy. Yeah, dude, it was fucking terrible, man. It was one of those things I'll never forget, like, for the rest of my life. I'll always remember that moment. Fucking Big Fighter Pilot 20 died. Or it was like Big 20 died Fighter Pilot or some shit. Better looking Connor or Dave? I've seen more of Dave when he pissed the bed at too many games. I don't know. See you, Mr. Hacks. I've been having trouble getting Ecto Cooler. Ecto Cooler's been a fucking bitch to get. And supposedly there's a grocery store near my house that has one, and I can't find it. Siege Braun. Favorite dessert? Ice cream. Favorite music style? I listen to everything from 3-6 Mafia to Chelsea Grin to Michael Bolton. So anything but country. I can't fuck with country. What YouTubers have inspired me to start my own channel? Thank you, Alex. Fuck yeah, I do, Lokerman. That's called being smart, motherfucker. You know, I honestly started doing videos on Nintendo Enthusiast about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, just out of boredom. They had 400 subs, and that seemed like a lot to me. And I wanted to just make videos, and I literally started out with a webcam and just made videos. And that's what I did. And just since then, I've been learning. Like, I have no video editing skills, to be exact. I played Killer 7 on the GameCube. Really interesting game. Did Dave penetrate Jeremy? No, but he sure as hell tried. 8-Bit Eric's got some moves, man. 8-Bit Eric's solid in the ring, but Ambrose, of course. Most crazy con moment I've seen. You know, Too Many Games was really my first big con. So, first Sega game I played was the original Sonic. My uncle got a Genesis and Sonic 1 pack in. What font is my logo in? That's actually a custom-made font. I had this graphic guy that does some stuff for me, and I told him to make a Street Fighter-looking font, and that's what he did, and it came out fucking amazing. What do I use to edit? Power Director 12.0. Favorite video game cover art? Rocket Knight Adventures. Real clean, real sexy. Favorite 2D and 3D Mario game. 3D Super Mario 64. 2D Super Mario Brothers 3. First NES game was Super Mario Brothers. My best childhood moment experience. That's a tough question. I guess probably getting my first console. That was legit. I still remember that. VHS or DVD? DVD. First Dreamcast game I played, NFL 2K. I went to Georgia to see my buddy, and when I was like 14 or 15, probably 15, and yeah, I was 15 because he was 16. He had his license, and he had just gotten a Dreamcast and NFL 2K, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit, this is amazing!" I would not hit Jeremy with a shoe. Jeremy is a very nice person. I love SimCity on the Super Nintendo. I used to play like SimCity 2000 when I was younger. Best works box art, Faxanadu. That's so fucking weird. First console I owned was an NES. Hand me down. Got it for Christmas. I still remember it. It was the last present. It was behind my grandma's couch, and it was in a bag. And I remember I went behind the couch, and I was like, "What's this? What's this bag? Who's this bag for?" And my uncle was like, "Oh, that's one last gift for you." And that was his old NES. What console am I missing but I still want to own? It's a handheld Neo Geo Pocket Color. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Lokerman or Game On, they're both fine. What up, Thomas? Did I ever beat Sonic 2? Yes, sir. Yeah, Dreamcast. Man. I would say the Dreamcast era was the Dreamcast PS2 was the last era where the graphical jump was like, holy shit. 360 to PS3 and for Xbox to Xbox 360, PS2 to PS3, that was solid as well. But it was not like that. Jago, I would say Jago. I don't know what kind of headset this is. I literally bought it off Amazon because it was cheap and it lights up, and that really makes me happy. Yeah, Dreamcast still looks great today, man. I don't own a TurboGrafx. I need to get one. What time is it? 10:12. I got the Advanced Nintendo shoe I wanted. I wanted the all-over character slip-ons. I got them. What do I think about Ghostbusters 2016? It doesn't interest me. And it's not because it's women. It's women. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's dogs. It just doesn't look interesting to me. Yes. 3D TVs were one of the biggest. Games I haven't beaten that I revisit the most. It's a good question. What is a game I haven't beaten that I play a lot? I don't think I've ever finished D2. Always something happens. Like my VMU messes up or something. What up, Hippo? Do I own Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Yes. What's my take on Mighty Number 9? Disappointing. Do I like light gun games? Oh, yeah. House of the Dead, Time Crisis. That's one of the things I loved about the Wii, man. The Wii had so many awesome light gun games. Ghost Squad, House of the Dead Collection, House of the Dead Overkill, like Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. Like, those were awesome. What was the first Mega Man I ever beat? 3? I think it was 3. 2 or 3. I have not seen the new Independence Day movie. Favorite game in the Mario series? Mario 64. Favorite Kickstarter game? I'm kind of sour on Kickstarter. I'm looking forward to Sydney Hunter, though. I did back that. Cartridge only. Do I ever plan on getting serious with YouTube? I am kind of serious, I get I make a little money off of it. Nothing crazy, but it allows me to fucking, do some interesting things. It allows me to meet interesting people, have opportunities that I wouldn't have without YouTube. So for that, everything is a bonus with YouTube to me. If you're doing it for money and you're doing it for with the sole purpose of money, I think you're doing it wrong. The money will come if you're good and you can do stuff well. Most expensive game in my collection that I haven't finished. Cave Story on the 3DS. Is that still worth, $70-$80? First video game, Super Mario Brothers. Yes, it is, Andy. Yeah, Capcom versus Tatsunaka was pretty legit. Oh, Kid Dracula. I got the Famicom version of it, like a legit Famicom cartridge, and I just played on my Retron. Thank you, Casey. Favorite basketball team, Hornets. Did I meet AVGN? Yes, I actually did. We went to the Screenwave party the first night there, and me and Jeremy were waiting in line to get drinks, and he was literally just right in front of me. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, dude? Are you having a good night?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's a very down-to-earth guy. I was very surprised at how down to earth he was, and Mike and Bootsy, and pretty much like Norm, like everyone. And it's funny because of how small a world it is in the YouTube community. Like, people I didn't think would know my name without me introducing myself knew my name. Like Billy from the Game Chasers. Like, I've talked to Jay before on Facebook and stuff. We've talked before. Eric's a good buddy of mine, but like Billy just knew my name completely out of the blue. And it was a funny thing was he was like, that picture you got on Facebook with your chest hair on fire? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, it's been burned in my mind, man. I can't stop thinking about it. And I was like, how fucking random. Like, the world of YouTube is very, very small. Thank you, Game On. 3 favorite Dreamcast games: Shenmue. No, Shenmue by far is my favorite. Grandia 2, and we're gonna get in the greatest accomplishment in video gaming with Grandia 2. And it's got to be Marvel vs. Capcom, or maybe a Street Fighter on there. So my greatest accomplishment in video gaming was when I first got Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast. I remember I got it in, my mom was visiting me, and she was staying at my apartment, and I played it for like 7 hours straight when I got it. And my mom was like, all right, I'm going to bed. And I was like, all right, I'll see you in the morning. And so I'm just sitting there playing it. And so next thing I know, she comes out of the room, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why aren't you asleep? And she was like, what are you talking about? It's morning. And I look outside, and it's morning. I played Grandia 2 for 26 hours straight and beat it. And that, like, I don't remember shit about the ending because I was so exhausted, but I was like, fuck it. I'm up. I'm going to finish this game. WAF No Mercy for sure. Have I played Overwatch? I played the beta. I wasn't a huge fan. Power Stone 2. Yeah, Power Stone's legit. N64 or PS1? N64. That's a tough question, though. That's a tough question. All right, so I'm going to go till 10:30. So we got like 12 more minutes because I think anything else is just overkill. Thank you, Midwest Retro Gamers. You guys have a good night. Do you think you're going to get the new... Oh, yeah. I'll get that from Nintendo to review. I don't know if I'll review it, though. I might. I'd like to. Grandia 2 or Skies of Arcadia. Oh, man. I got to give the edge to Grandia 2, but... they're both excellent. I actually just got Skies of Arcadia on GameCube, Too Many Games, off of Zach's Everything channel for an astronomically low price. Like, I almost felt like I was robbing the kid, but he was like, "Oh no, man, I just want to give you a good deal." And I was like, "Holy shit, I can't believe he's fucking selling me this for this price." I mean, N64 had Fog, PS1 had Jaggies. So it all depends. But when I look at the PS1, I don't see anything. There's nothing where it's like GoldenEye. There's nothing really where it's like, Super Mario 64. Like ports were always interesting, games that came out on both systems. But I always give the graphical advantage to N64. Nowadays, when you can have, high res textures on everything, it's very different. Yes, I am contributing to the complete SNES book. I've written about 15 reviews so far. I don't really do a lot of imports, man. I really don't. But if I had to pick, I guess Famicom is cheap. Famicom's cheap. Do I still shop at GameStop? Yeah, I mean, occasionally. It's not my main store, but thank you, Retro Games Vital of Beer. Tibby is Tibby. Tibby is Tibby. PS4, wait for the NX. I would wait for the NX. If you haven't bought a PS4 yet, I would wait for the NX. Or at least wait for NX details and see if that's what you want. PS4 is a fine system, but I am concerned about the PS4.5 essentially killing off. Because here's the thing. People fucking don't get it. The Scorpio and the Xbox One are going to run the same games. I get that. But all because they run the same games doesn't mean that there's not going to be differences. You know what I'm saying? Look at the only instance we have right now is the new 3DS and the 3DS. And Hyrule Warriors is a game that runs like shit on the current 3DS and runs great on the new 3DS, but it runs on the same hardware. And Phil Spencer could sit there and say, oh, well, you know, there's not going to be any differences. Bullshit. If there's not going to be differences, then what's the point of making the Scorpio? If there's not going to be differences, why is the Scorpio going to have its own library of games? And yes, that's true. Developers can choose to develop only for the Scorpio. Pepsi Man is an import. Best retro game websites. I really like punchoutgaming.com. I really like McFly's 8-Bit Avenue. And Lukey Games. I don't like Lukey Games, but I caught him slipping. That Logbox Virtua Fighter remix that I got, not only is it worth good money, but it's the rarest one. It's the purple disc, which Casey the Game Nerd hit me up and was like, what color is that disc in your long box? I was like, purple. He's like, dude, that's the rarest one. That's the only one I don't have. I have the red and the green. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'll fucking just give you that. You give me your disc and throw a game on top of it. Fighters Megamix is legit. I love you too, Gracie. Every console this gen is essentially a PC. Fighting Vipers, yeah. I love that game too. Yeah, for sure, Massage, bro. It's been fun, man. I literally blown away that how many people came in here. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Because honestly, this channel wouldn't be shit without you guys. So I mean, if nobody watched it or nobody cared, like it wouldn't have been, you know, as successful as it's been so far. Classic Gaming Quarterly, I believe so. Can I don't release my Skype, you idiot? I don't even know why I Skype you. Yeah, I'm gonna do an MTV Cribs. Saw, dude. All right, so we got about 7 more minutes. And then, I don't know, I got to do some stuff. Get kind of tired anyways. Have I tried Retro Achievements? I don't know what that is. I love carts. Carts are awesome. How did I explode? How do you grow? Luck. Honestly, YouTube is a lot of luck. My GameStop video really helped me for when I worked there. Thank you, buddy. I'll see you, Smart. My GameStop video, I made that video about when I worked at GameStop, and it got like 2,000 views in the first like 2 weeks. And I was like, great, awesome. You know, that's perfectly fine with me. And then it slowly started to creep up. And then one day I noticed it was at like 30,000 views. And I was like, holy shit. And then it was at like 50,000 views. And I was like, holy shit. And then right now it's at like 140,000 views. And it's literally just a video of me sitting there for 14 minutes talking about when I worked at GameStop. And I guess it told a good story. It was completely, I mean, the whole thing is completely true. You know, that was one take. That video literally took me sitting down in front of my camera, attaching my mic, talking, throwing a song over it, boom, upload. So, I mean, and then there's videos where, you know, you put a lot of time and effort into it, and then it fucking bombs. There's one on Nintendo Enthusiast, top 5 Mario jobs. I thought that video was going to go viral. I don't even think it's got 1,000 views till today. Favorite Bethesda game? Oblivion, but I'm not playing the remake. System Shock. I played 2, I think. How much longer do you think YouTube will last? I don't think YouTube is going to go anywhere, honestly. YouTube's going to be around forever. Or not forever, but it'll be a viable platform for a long time. Yeah, that GameStop video was amazing, man. That was truly a blessing. And then my N64 hidden gems. That video did really well too. That's kind of why I'm pushing more hidden gems. To the 70 people in here, thank you for all being here. I will let you in on a little secret. I'm working on a new hidden gems video. It is a Wii hidden gems video, and Wood from Beat 'em Ups is joining me. Are there any consoles that didn't come out in the US that you wish did? The PC Engine CD. I think that would have been awesome to have. Cartridges are awesome, man. Cartridges are not a bad thing like people make them out to be, because there's so much you could do with a cartridge nowadays as opposed to 10, 15 years ago. I do enjoy collecting for the Wii U. It's easy for me because Nintendo sends me a lot of shit because I'm I'm editor-in-chief at Nintendo Enthusiast. So I do get a lot of free stuff. But I mean, I do enjoy collecting for the Wii U. It's a great system, man. Do I like MMA? I watch it casually. I was sad that Kimbo Slice died, man. He was an interesting character. Of course, we're friends. GameCube, Joey. Vibration feedback transducers versus speakers. I like speakers. See ya, XX. Thanks for coming out, buddy. All right, Gracie. I get it. I smoke. We all have vices. Oh man, if that video hit a million, that'd be insane. Thanks, Tail Gunner. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Yes, Microsoft is getting out of the hardware business. That's why everything's available on Windows 10. Yeah, I'll watch Lesnar fight. I might go to the local watering hole. There's a nice Hickory Tavern close by. Does the MMA fights, like $5 cover. Big Spoon. Definitely Big Spoon. Make Nintendo great again. Yeah, really. PS2, GameCube, or Xbox? I'd say GameCube, PS2 close second, Xbox, blah. When is the next live Q&A on this channel going to happen? I don't know. I might have to do another one with these kind of views. I might have to do another one. Alexander, you got a new subscriber, buddy. Why am I in the kitchen? I'm not. The kitchen is here. My desk is here. Did I smoke a fat joint with Dave? No, but Jeremy did. What's my favorite GameCube game? Later, Shady. Later, Terry. Favorite GameCube game? That's a really tough question, actually. Metroid Prime. I have not been in Luigi. Luigi Freakout's an interesting guy from what I've heard. Yes, I played Morrowind on the original Xbox. I kind of liked it, honestly. Who's the nicest YouTuber I've met? Honestly, a lot of them are nice. Adam Krolik, he's a super nice dude. Like, he came to our stupid fucking panel, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking very successful on YouTube. Why are you here? Pretty much every YouTuber I've met has been like legit nice as hell. Like, I haven't met, like, at too many games, I met a shit ton of YouTubers, and every one of them was super nice, super courteous, like legit. Die Hard on the GameCube. Oh man, that was bad. It's a bad game. Yeah, dude. Animal Crossing used to be my shit on the GameCube. Later, Shy Guy. Man, I remember like I was at a buddy's house one night and it was like 15 minutes till midnight. And I was like, yo, I got to go to this concert, man. I got to be out. And he was like, what are you talking about? It's almost midnight. I was like, oh, KK Slider, man. He's doing a concert. I left my buddy's house to go fucking play Animal Crossing. This is bad. Was Connor acting like a weenie? Yeah, he was acting like a weenie when someone was up in his face yelling at him. All right, guys. It is 10:30. I'm going to shut this down. Yeah, buy Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing's awesome. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Amazing turnout. I didn't expect this kind of turnout. Make sure you check out all the channels in the chat. If you have a channel and you are in the chat, go ahead and say that you have a channel. Let someone know, you know. Have ever seen a grown man naked? What up, Johnny? Yes, I saw Dave Parks naked at Too Many Games. It was fucking terrible. Make sure you check out everyone in the chat. There's some channels I'm familiar with: 64-Bit for Life, Yard Sale Hunter, Jerps93, of course, Johnny Millennium. If you're not subscribed to fucking Happy Console Gamer, you've got problems. All Retro is Fun is a channel. GameCube Joey, Johnny Linville. Pretty much if you have a channel in here, check out the other channels. That's the kind of shit that makes the YouTube community grow. So check out the other channels, man. Check out the small channels. Yes, Silent Hill Shattered Memories is one of my favorite Wii games. All right, so I will see you guys later. Thank you all for coming out. This has been a blast. Thank you guys for 10K subs. I got some cool videos coming up. Thank you all for coming out, man. Seriously, absolutely blown away with this turnout. Thank you, guys. I'll catch y'all later.